So for 300 years, Christianity was a minority tradition in the Roman pagan empire. Christians were persecuted. Christians were killed by the Roman pagans until an accident, a fluke, Allah's qadr. The Roman emperor at the time, by the name of Constantine, decided to convert to this obscure religion that less than 3% of his followers of his kingdom followed. Small religion. Like Islam in America, small religion, similar to that. The Roman emperor, for reasons that are still discussed to this day, not the topic of our khutbah, decided to convert to Christianity. But which version did he convert to? He decided to convert to a version that was still somewhat similar to his previous pagan beliefs. And he adopted a version of Christianity that taught a Trinity belief, 3 gods. Even though there were Christian sects that did not believe in 3 gods. He adopted a version of Christianity that had a father figure and a son figure and a redeeming figure, and there are many parallels in paganism to this. And even the image of Jesus with a halo on top, and this is very similar to early pre-Christian paganism. And there are many, many research papers and dissertations done about the parallels between Constantine Christianity and between paganism before Constantine. A lot of parallels. So Constantine adopts a version of Christianity that was similar to his own beliefs, and then he makes it the official version. So much so, anybody who disagrees with that version shall be persecuted and exiled. So he banned any other Christianity other than his Christianity. And that became the Council of Nicaea and the Nicene Creed, and one thing led to another until it became the dominant, and then it became the only version of Christianity in the entire world. We have bits and pieces of other Christians remaining until the time of Salman al-Farsi, until the time of other people like the emperor of Najashi, Negus. He appeared to follow versions of Christianity that were non-Constantine, but eventually all other versions of Christianity were wiped out, and only our Prophet ﷺ came preaching the true Christianity, and that is Jesus is the Messiah. He is not the Son of God, and Jesus came to fulfill the law. And brothers and sisters, of course, we disagree with Christians theologically, yet the Quran also praises the sincerity of Christians. The Quran says that Christians by and large are sincere people, but they're misguided. Allah says in the Quran that وَلَتَجِدَنَّ أَقْرَبَهُمْ مَوَدَّةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى. You will find the closest in love, in support to the believers are those who say we are Christians. Why? That is because they have righteousness and they have piety and they are not arrogant. وَأَنَّهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ. And we find that true Christians, people even in this day who follow corrupted Christianity, you generally find them to be humble. You find them to be loving people. You find them to be not arrogant. This is what the Quran says. So our stance, brothers and sisters, is that we believe we are the real followers of Jesus Christ. We believe we are following the teachings of Jesus. And we say to our fellow Christians that we want you to research what Jesus himself said. We want you to study the true teachings of Jesus. And if you do so, then you will also conclude that Jesus never taught the Trinity. Jesus never taught that he is divine. Jesus never taught that you should disobey the law. He was a Jew and he practiced the Mosaic law and he was circumcised and he observed kosher and he never told you to disobey the law of Moses. And this is our perspective of Jesus. We all have our festivals. We understand Christians have their festivals as well. But we should realize that we as Muslims, we have our festivals. لِكُلٍّ جَعَلْنَا مِنْكُمْ شِرْعَةً وَمِنْهَاجًا. Each sharia, each religion has its own way and its own holy days as well. Christianity has its holy day. And by the way, I have to say, 25th of December is not something Jesus said. This goes back to the winter solstice celebration of Roman pagans. 25th of December is not originating from Jesus Christ. It's originating from Constantine. It goes back to Roman paganism. The whole mythology of having a tree. This tree that they celebrate, the Christmas tree, Middle Eastern, Jesus, by the way, was a Palestinian Jew. He was a Palestinian Jew. Jesus was a refugee, he was an immigrant, he was a Palestinian, he was a Middle Easterner, and he was a Jew, right? This is Jesus Christ. The whole mythology of the nativity scene of this particular tree, of hanging things on it. This is not what the Middle Eastern Palestinians used to do. This is all coming from paganism and also from European Celtic traditions, Nordic traditions, nothing to do with the actual teachings of Jesus. Nonetheless, we say to our fellow Christians, "Lakum dinukum waliya din." You have your way, we have our way. And, O Muslims, it is not of our methodology to celebrate other festivals. Like others do not celebrate Eid, we don't expect Christians to celebrate Eid. We as well do not celebrate other festivals. And also we have to be careful about, if you like, devaluing the value of our monotheism in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If somebody wishes us a Merry Christmas or whatnot, we can give a generic greeting back that, "May God bless you." Right? Happy season or festival. We should try our best to avoid words like Christmas, because we don't want to give the ambiguity that we are supporting their belief in Jesus being the Son of God, because we do not believe Jesus to be the Son of God.